We're going to go through some calculator basics of the two most common calculators that are used in this class. One is the TI-30XS. For trig calculations, you need to make sure that you're in the correct mode. So if you're doing something with degrees, make sure that you're in degrees. If you're doing something with radians, you need to go through hit mode and use your arrows and change it to radians. So you would slide over, you would go to radians, and you would hit enter. So I'm going to put it back in degrees. Hit enter and go from there. Now, the trig functions, there are the three basic ones are here on your calculator. If you want to do one of the other three, you'll need to do reciprocals of those. So like if I wanted to do cosecant, I would need to do 1 divided by sine of whatever I was doing. So if I wanted, we know we've done sine of 30 degrees, we've done the exact answers. So if I hit enter, it gives me 1/2. If I'd prefer a decimal, I can hit those buttons there and it'll give me the decimal. So if I can go back and forth with that. If I did sine of 60, it's going to give me the exact answer. If I want the decimal, it's going to give it to me that way. So you can go back and forth with this particular calculator. So that's what that one looks like. If I look at the TI-84, this one, if I hit mode, you can see that my calculator for this one is in radians, and if I'm doing something in degrees, I want to make sure that I change it. I'm going to go over and hit enter. The home screen, if I hit second quit, it takes me back to the home screen so that I can do calculations. So if I wanted to do sine of 30, would hit this, and it's going to give it to me in a decimal. Now, if I want it as a fraction, I hit math, enter, and it gives me the fraction. If I hit sine of 60, it's going to give me the decimal. If I want the fraction, I'm going to hit math, enter. And you have to be careful with this because since this is the square root of 3/2, it is not going to give you the exact answer for this one. So it's only going to give you the decimal for this particular calculator. It's not going to go back and forth on that one. It's just going to give you the decimal answer. So you want to make sure that you know those basic ones that we are learning the exact answers for. If you wanted the cosecant, of course you would do 1 divided by, and I like to use parentheses on these things just to make sure that everything's working like it's supposed to. But if I wanted to do the cosecant of 30, I would punch it in like that. It would give it to me. So that's how your calculator is going to work.